So yesterday, New York Times came out with two different articles, both talking about the rise of lab-grown diamonds. Now, those of you guys know in the diamond and accessory market, for a long time, there's been a stone called moissanite. Excuse me if I get that wrong. That's actually been doing quite well in the market as far as becoming a diamond alternative. But guys, these days we've been seeing the rise of a lot more brands on the market who have been selling lab-grown diamonds. Now, what is so interesting about lab-grown diamonds? Well, they are about 30% cheaper than regular diamonds that are found in the ground that are mined, and they're actually a totally different composite and component mix than moissanite. In any case, what's been really interesting here, guys, is the introduction of De Beers into the lab-grown diamond market. New York Times' Vanessa Friedman was talking about how Lightbox is a new company founded as an offshoot from De Beers that's going to be focusing on creating a much wider market for lab-grown diamonds, approximately pricing themselves about 75% less than many of their competitors. Now, this is a classic example of an industry that has been popularized by a lot of small brands and small businesses getting into the market, and now we see a much larger company coming in, trying to get a piece of it and substantially discounting their prices in order to capture the large share of the market. So a couple brands that I want to mention that have been really building some steam in the lab-grown diamond market. One of them is obviously Diamond Foundry. They have really been making a splash in terms of making it a little bit more consumer accessible, great product, great photography. We also have companies out there like Ada Diamonds, Identity Diamonds is another one, as well as Mia Donna Diamonds. And so these are all great examples, if you guys take a look, of smaller jewelry companies that are looking to disrupt the diamond market and are doing so with price points that are between $1,500 and $2,000 for some of the higher end items. So guys, we're not talking about, actually having substantially deeper discounts on some of these items. If you were to look at kind of the luxury fine jewelry diamond business, those $2,000 rings would likely be selling on the market for maybe like $5,000 or $6,000. So you are seeing substantially, discounted items from the organic kind of diamond counterpart. However, right, these are not always going to be cheap items. A lot of them are positioning themselves as great aspirational price points and for consumers that are looking to still own diamonds and to still own that kind of luxury product without necessarily having to engage in something that is so full of conflict and that it's oftentimes unethically sourced. So as we all know, within the diamond industry, there has been a ton of news in the last 10 to 15 years about diamond mining, about children who are doing a lot of this work in Africa. Really can be a quite awful industry. So a lot of people have been turning to a lot of secondhand antiques and starting to purchase different kinds of jewelry items that are more hand-me-downs and from kind of repurposed materials. So I do think that the introduction of lab-grown diamonds is a fantastic foray for a lot of small businesses that are interested in introducing some finer jewelry items without having to go completely into the organic diamond market. In this interview with the founder of Lightbox and the person who's spearheading this offshoot of De Beers, he talks about how he really does see these pieces as becoming not a direct competitor to the diamond market, but actually offering something that is sparkly and friendly and something more for a Sweet 16 prom than for an engagement ring. However, guys, I do see that there is a great opportunity in the market to start to introduce fine jewelry that is ethical, that is better produced, and maybe even we start to add some better design qualities to it. So imagine if we start to see a lot of these great jewelry designers who are designing in regular mine grown and organic diamonds start to enter into lab grown diamonds. And what becomes essential and special here is their design and their technique, and marry that with ethical sourcing and production. And you have different kinds of luxury brands similar to companies like Mayette, right? Ethical, sustainable, but they're known for their design, their cuts, their marketing, their branding, and their fabrication. So all of that, I think, can really add to an amazing brand story if we can get the positioning down right and really start to pave the way for a brand that can be, you know, beautiful, high-end, luxury, and sustainable, and doing things in a way that's better for the planet and for people. All right, guys, hope that sparks some curiosity and interest. I think this is a really interesting market, definitely something for us to keep our eyes on, you know, see what happens with Lightbox, see how De Beers tries to enter into this market, what kind of advertising they start to push forward on it. I do hope that they try to elevate the messaging around lab-grown diamonds, as opposed to treating them as a, let's say, stepchild of diamonds. Even though diamonds, I think, will always have a place in the market, it certainly isn't the be-all end-all of luxury. And I think that what we've been finding is we are redefining what luxury means. We're redefining the brands that tell us what luxury is. And luxury has a lot to do not just with production and manufacturing, but what you stand for and what your ethical beliefs are and how you want to give back to the planet. And so I think we need to change the narrative on this. I'm really proud that there are lots of businesses out there that are trying to position and do this. I think it hasn't yet been done in a very high-end luxury way. And I'm hoping that a brand out there takes the challenge and tries to enter. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Have an amazing week, and have fun looking at diamonds, right? Always a good time. All right, bye.